आशाएं 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 तेरी वो रफ्तार हो रोके से भी तू ना रुके हासिल कर ऐसा शिखर पर्वत की भी नजरें उठे आशाएं उम्मीदें अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी।
Namaste. Last class we talked regarding the Asampragyata Samadhi and the practitioner, the types of practitioner who and all get Siddhi very quickly or very slowly. We have gone through the three types of practitioner, Mridu, Madhya and Adhimatra types of practitioner. Mridu practitioner will get long time to get the Siddhi of Asampragyata, and Madhya will take little more time, and Asampragyata will get very quickly. These are based on their practice, based on their intention, they will get the Siddhi. And this sutra will be explaining some other method to get self-realization. First method we discussed very pre-sutra, which is called Abhyasa Vairagya Bhyam Tannidatha. Through Abhyasa Vairagya we can get attainment. First method we have seen is called Abhyasa and Vairagya. Abhyasa and Vairagya. This was the first method to get the realization, and this sutra will be explaining the second method, what Patanjali explained, second method to be liberated or to do Chitta Vritti Nirodha. First method it was Abhyasa Vairagya Bhyam Tannirodha. Tannirodha means Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Through Abhyasa Vairagya. This sutra will be talking regarding the second method, how one should do Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Let's see. Explain Ishvara Pranidhanat Va. Ishvara Pranidhanat Va. Here Va is there as a sandhi, you can see Va. Ishvara means in Sankhya they explain there are 25 principles they have, in yoga there are 26. The extra one is called Ishvara, who is free from all kinds of application. Next sutra will be talking the quality of Ishvara. You can take the supreme entity or the Pradhana Tattva or the supreme entity in yoga. The 26th principle is known as Ishvara. 26th principle is known as Ishvara. You can say the 26th principle is known as Ishvara, who is free from all kind of application, classes and problem. Pranidhanam means Purna Rupena Dhyanam, or deep contemplation or deep meditation. So meditation on Ishvara, who is free from all kinds of application and problem, you can get Asampragyata Samadhi. The result will give Asampragyata. The first method to get Asampragyata is Abhyasa Vairagya, and second method to get Asampragyata Samadhi is called Ishvara Pranidhanam. Ishvara means who is free from all kind of application, pain, pleasure, all this, and we need to contemplate on that, we need to meditate on that. That is called Pranidhanam. Purna Rupena Dhyanam means fully concentration, fully contemplation on Ishvara. That leads to Asampragyata Samadhi. Means the quality of Ishvara has very specific. He is free from all kind of these things. So that quality you can get. That is called Tadadrashtu Sarupavasthanam. The Sarupa Drashtu. Sarupa means the structure, the form, the quality of Drashtu means Ishvara. One can be established if one contemplate on Ishvara. So that is the meaning of this sutra. Last sutra we have discussed the second methods or the other methods to reach Asampragyata Samadhi or Chitta Vritti Nirodha Upaya, which is Ishvara Pranidhana Va. And this sutra will be dealing with the quality or the features of Ishvara. So let's see. Klesha Karma Vipaka Ashehi Apramvarshtaha Purusha Vishesha Ishvaraha. Klesha Karma Vipaka Ashehi Aparamvarshtaha Purusha Visheshaha Ishvaraha. The Ishvara, we explain, who is free from all kinds of problems. What are the problems? It explained here. First one is called Klesha. Klesha means applications. different types of problems. Klesha we explain in second chapter, like 5 kleshas are there. Avidya, Ashmita, Raga, Dvesha and Abhinivesha. Avidya, Ashmita, Raga, Dvesha and Abhinivesha. These are the called as klesha. 5 kleshas are present there. These 5 present are called as the kleshas. So the Ishwar is free from all this kind of klesha. Either he is not related to Avidya, Ashmita, Raga, Dvesha, Abhinivesha. Who? The Supreme One. He is called Ishvara. The first features of Ishvara. Klesha. Karma means, it explains, the second quality is called karma. Karma means action. He has any kind of action, maybe good, bad, like Sukla karma, Krishna karma, Shukla karma, Mishrita karma. So Ishvara is not related to all these things. Karma means like Shukla, Krishna, Shukla, Krishna, Mishrita. Okay. So who is not bound to all these 3 things? He is, the quality is called Ishvara. So he has these 2 qualities. One is klesha, he has karma also, he have no any kind of karma, no action, either good, bad or good, bad, both mixture. No Shukla, no Krishna and not either Shukla or Krishna. Vipaka means, the third one is called Vipaka. If you do any karma or action, there will be some result. A person who not do any kind of work, the result will be 0. If you prepare for IAS, IPS nicely, you will get good result. If you do not prepare, you will get 0. Fail. Same thing happen here. Failed means, it doesn't mean he is the failure in life. No, he is the failure in that particular episode. Okay, here we explain here, the Vipaka, if the Purusha has no any kind of karma, no klesha, then the action will be, the result will be 0. So here Vipaka means action or the result of that action. Vipaka, or the result of action. There is an expression here. Or the karma phala, we can say here. The word will be karma phala. Karma phala. So if a person not do any kind of work, there will not be any karma. So Vipaka will not be there. Purunapi jananam, purunapi mananam, purunapi matri jatara shayanam, that things are not there. Okay, he is free from all these things. He do not bound to all, follow all this klesha, karma and Vipaka. So Vipaka means getting birth, death in cycle. The cycle of death of birth. That is called Vipaka. Ashaya is the 4th quality. Ashaya means desire. Ashaya. Like so many things is together, that is called Ashaya. For example, we can say Jalashaya. Jalashaya means when the jalas or the waters are together and become a big pond or river, we can say Jalashaya. Same thing explained here. Ashaya means when that not only one desire, so many desire will be collective desire is known as Ashaya. If a person have no work, have no karma, phala, no result, then he will not have any kind of desire. So he is called desireless. Desire. So these 4 quality will not be present in Ishvaraha. Klesha will not be there, karma will not be there, Vipaka will not be there, and Ashaya also will not be there. In special category person who is called Aparamnishta means he will not be related to all these things. Means these are the quality will not be there under Purusha. Paramnishta means will be there, will be present. Aparamnishta, this is the word he used. Aparamnishta means it's not related to these things. It not means Ishvara is not bound to enjoy all these things. Klesha, karma, Vipaka. For you, for me, we are bound to. For us, the sutra will be Paramrishtaha, attached. For him, Ishvara is called Aparamrishtaha, means without attachment, means detached from all these 4. Klesha, karma, Vipaka, who Purusha Vishesha, special person, special. We all are general. You are general, I am general, but he is the special Purusha, Purusha Vishesha. In Sankhya and they explain there are Purusha is the highest entity. In Yoga they explain Ishvara is the highest entity. So the special Purusha, the special person, he is called Ishvaraha. Ishvara we already explained, these are the criteria. So if we conclude this sutra, that would be the Ishvara, the supreme one. We can say like supreme tattva, supreme entity. 26 number position in yoga position. The 26th entity is called Ishvara, who having this quality. Which quality? He is free from this 4 quality. Klesha, no problem. Iridya, Smita, Raga, Dvesha, Abhinivesha. Karma, Shugla Krishna or Shugla Krishna Misrita. Vipaka means result of that action or the karma phala, he don't have that. Asheha means no interest to enjoy any other things because he have no any work, so there will not be any interest. Everything is apta, means done already. Aparamnishtha means not related to all these 4. Who? The special person is called Purusha Vishesha. Where all are general person, he is called special person. Okay, that is called Ishvaraha or the Supreme. This is known the quality, the highest entity in yoga. 26 entities. The Supreme one is called Ishvaraha. So this is the whole meaning of this sutra. Thank you.